This is one of sport's great proving grounds, a gateway to glory where heroes are made.
Absolutely first class.
30 tournaments spanning 19 countries. It's a 10-month campaign to determine the very brightest prospects in golf.
He hasn't. Oh my goodness. What a way to do it.
Along the way, a chance for the class of 2023 to expand horizons and sample life on tour.
Always nice to experience new cultures.
I love that noise.
Cheers, boy. Enjoy.
Finish the season in the top 20 on the road to Majorca rankings and secure a golden ticket to the DP World Tour. That's the dream shared by all who compete on the Challenge Tour.
Welcome back to the Challenge Tour.
So far this season we've played 22 events across the world.
Now we're in my home country of Sweden for 2 events back to back.
So, with the road to Majorca rankings taking shape,
things are really heating up on the Challenge Tour.
Yes, that's right. We're at a critical stage of our season. On the back nine, if you will. And for the class of 2023, the next few events could be make or break. This week, we find ourselves an hour south of Stockholm for the 3rd instalment of the Dormy Open. This year at a new host venue, the Askersund Golf Club. Extreme rainfall leading up to the event meant the course had to be altered to a par 67. The par 5 9th hole turned into a par 3, the par 5 13th hole becoming a par 4. Nonetheless, plenty of challengers were still awaiting the assembled field. 12 months ago, it was a Spaniard who came out on top, and those fond memories still linger.
From Spain, Emilio Cuadero Blanco.
Yeah, well, just looking back, that performance, yeah, it's one of those highlights that you have in your career. Because winning, yeah, it's really hard. I mean, you can count wins with, except if you're Tiger Woods and some other guys, but winning is really hard. Plus having my family over there, it was really emotional.
Another enjoying his time here is Adam Blomir, the local lad currently sitting pretty in the rankings and making the most of the tour's transition to Swedish soil.
Oh, it feels amazing. Especially that I got a week home before this, so I'll get 3 weeks in Sweden now with tournaments, which is amazing. I have a very good friend from college in Texas that's here to caddy for me this week, him and his wife. So it's very nice. Me and my girlfriend are hosting them, and also have a few family members that are coming out, so probably for the weekend. I played there a few years ago when COVID broke out, and I like this place. It's beautiful.
Blomir still looking for that elusive victory, one that could cement his place inside the top 20. But what of those on the outside looking in? Despite wins this season, Francesco Laporta and Ricardo Gouveia were sat outside those final promotion positions and will be keen to make their mark. All teed up then for the opening round, and guiding us through it, Kit Alexander.
Defending champion Emilio Cuadero Blanco had a bogey at 3. A birdie here at 8 got him back level. He would add another birdie at 11 to shoot a 1 under 66. Adam Blomir, 7th on the road to Majorca. He was 4 under playing the last. And he rolled this one in for a 5 under 62 to match Brandon Robinson Thompson, who just posted that clubhouse target 1 group earlier. Jesper Svensson won the BNL Challenge Trophy earlier this year. He was 4 under through 6, but a bogey on 7. This excellent shot on 8 set up another birdie. He was level par on the back 9 to shoot -4. Rikard Karlberg started on 10, had an eagle on 11 and a birdie on 12. He would convert that for a 2 on the 4th. added red numbers at 7 and 8, and the par at his final hole for a 6 under 61.
I'm very happy. I got off to a great start, and after that, I just even if I didn't hit the best shots, I still got it on the greens and two putted them, and then just kept going and hit the shots I needed to hit and hit good putts.
The flat stick firing for Karlberg in round 1 and the Swedish flag flying high. A 6 under par opening round, earning a one-shot lead over a group including fellow countryman Adam Blamir. And so to round 2.
Ivan Cantero Gutierrez 3 under after round 1. Started on 10 and had 2 birdies on his outward half, a bogey on 4, followed by birdies at 5 and 7, but he hit this peach into 8. The Spaniard converted that birdie on 8. It would be his last one of the day, and a second round 63 gave him the clubhouse lead on 7 under.
I feel really good. The first 9, the conditions are really good. The greens are perfect, a little better than yesterday, and my game is really good. I'm in good position all the time, and very good score for today.
Overnight leader Rikard Karlberg dropped a shot on 7, but he got it back again on 11. He just made bogey at 13, but this dropped for birdie. He would bogey 16 to finish with a 68 and 2 off the pace. Nicholas Regner started round 2 with a bogey, but recovered with 3 birdies and another drop before the turn. He was level par for the back 9. This great shot as the rain came down at 17. He rolled it in for a birdie, and the par at the last gave him a -6 total. Adam Blamir started on 10, 1 shot back of Karlberg. He dropped a shot on 13. He made a birdie here at 17. Spinning it back towards the flagstick. 2 birdies and 1 bogey the rest of the way for a 66. Manuel Elvira opened with a 63. 1 bogey, 1 birdie to this point. But that would drop at 17, although he'd bogey the final hole. The 9th for a 1 under 66. Christopher Reitan from Norway was 4 under through 7, but bogeys on 8 and 9. Got things going again with this eagle on 11 after driving the green. He bogey 18 for a 3 under 64.
So at the midway mark, it was Ivan Cantero Gutierrez leading by 1 over Adam Blamir and Nicholas Regner. But with 8 golfers a further shot back, the title was far from settled in Sweden. Now, it's become a common sight this season to see some familiar faces lifting trophies on the DP World Tour. Backham, Baldwin, McKibben and Hillier were all plying their trade on the Challenge Tour this time last year, but have since not only graduated to the DP World Tour, but also entered the winner's circle. Now there's another name to add to that list. Dan Brown seized control of the ISPS Handa World Invitational and didn't let go. He held off the advances of a recent winner on the Challenge Tour, Alex Fitzpatrick, to claim a wire-to-wire maiden professional victory.
From start to finish, Dan has been that man in Northern Ireland. A wonderful performance. They threatened to catch him, but they just couldn't. Dan Brown, the winner.
Could never have dreamed this up in the past however many years and months, whatever it is. Yes, I don't think it's sunk in, but yeah, amazing.
Amazing indeed. Brown's victory, another reminder of the pathway available for all Challenge Tour players. Coming up, we delve into the mind of a professional golfer.
You cannot let either win or miss a cut get in your head.
And we find out who comes out on top here in Sweden. Join us again after the break. Welcome back to our Scandinavian swing on the Challenge Tour. The Dormy Open, the first event of a double header on Swedish soil. Ivan Cantero Gutierrez, remember, held a slender one-shot advantage heading into the weekend. But more drama was to follow, described for us by Kit Alexander.
Hugo Cuso has slipped from top to third in the Road to Majorca in recent weeks. He was -4 after 2 rounds. This set up a birdie on 1. He added another at 3 and eagled 5 for a brilliant start. Jack Kruiswijk had rounds of 64 and 65. He won on the Sunshine Tour 2 weeks ago. He made this birdie at 1, but he gave it straight back on the next. Birdied 8 to turn him 1 under. Yannick de Bruyne was another to take advantage of the opening hole. He knocked this one in from the apron. But a bogey at 3, birdie at 5 and bogey at 8 meant it was a level par front 9 for the German. Aaron Zemmer started on -5 and birdied 2 of the first 3 holes, including the first after this stunner from the rough, as he made a move towards the lead. 36-hole leader Ivan Cantero Gutierrez dropped shots on 4 and 7 to surrender his lead. This super approach set up a birdie that got him back to within 1 of top spot on 8. Hugo Cuso made back-to-back bogeys at 6 and 7. Birdies at 8 and here at 11 got the Frenchman to -8. Jack Kruiswijk almost drove the green at 11. He chipped to here. And no mistake for another birdie for the big hitting South African. Conor Persil came charging through the field with a brilliant bogey-free round of 62 to reach 7 under in really difficult conditions. Kruiswijk bogeyed 13 but bounced straight back with this approach, setting up another birdie at 14 to return him to -7. Yannick de Bruyne started the back 9 magnificently with birdies at 10 and 11, and he kicked on in the heavy rain with another here at 14 to reach 8 under, but he bogeyed 15.
Unfortunately, at this point, with things delicately poised, the elements intervened. The heavy rain that had threatened for most of the day eventually arrived, forcing players from a waterlogged course. Aaron Zemmer was left stranded on the 15th, leading by 1.
It got a little bit windy, like on the last holes on the front 9, and then obviously you could see that it's gonna rain because it got really dark, so we were just waiting for the rain to come in.
Despite the best efforts of the greenkeeping staff, play was eventually suspended for the day. The goal was to complete the 3rd round early on Sunday morning, with the final round taking place thereafter, but all of that, of course, was weather permitting. Now, professional golfers put in hours of work honing their skills in an effort to be fit for battle. But often their mental fortitude can make the difference.
Missing the cut is hard, but you have to be really objective, and you cannot let either win or miss a cut get in your head.
It's as important, like physical as mental, because if one of them is like in the bad place, then the mental is going to be bad and the physique is going to be bad. So I would say if your body doesn't feel good, your head doesn't feel good as well. And vice versa. So you need to get like your body in shape, and you need to keep your mental in shape as well.
It's a good learning process for me because it's a different approach, but it's nothing new, and I've been working with psychologists for quite a while, so I like to look at the game from that perspective.
When you have some difficulties on your physical, you can feel it, as it's probably a little bit painful or something. But yeah, in the head, sometimes you don't feel. You feel that you miss confidence sometimes. You feel not really prepared, but you can't really know what is your problem.
Well, it depends how low you can be. But yeah, I've been low moments where you don't doubt yourself. But for me, a low point is a frustration point where I see my talent, I see how hard I work, I see what I do. And then sometimes it's just really frustrating. What is that I can do, or what is something I can stop doing? I'm a man, I don't struggle, I don't cry, I'm just, no. Every year, every season, every month, even in a single day of golf, from 1 to 18, you have moments of frustration. So I think that if you can, like, the extremes, get them closer together, the better.
That's part of the professional game. You have to understand and know those big high moments. You have to know like some lower moments as well. It's part of it.
Building a good team around you, especially have like a person who can manage this mental part, because it's very important. I did it like I was 30 or 31, and I think that if I had someone around 15 or 16, maybe it probably helps me to be a better player, for sure.
I'm in constant contact with my psychologist, so we have during tournament weeks when he's not here with me, which doesn't happen often. He only joined me for one tournament this year, but we do like a video session twice a week to where I'm just discussing things. It's nothing that I don't enjoy doing. Again, it's a part of a training, and I enjoy it, so I think that helps as well.
Now I'm trying to refocus pretty much on what I'm doing, like almost second after second, minute after minute, and don't think too much of what I did or what I'm gonna do. And I think this is the real thing in golf, that you really need to be concentrate on what you are doing right now in the moment.
I see golf like as my job, my passion, what I love to do, what I want to do until the end. But I see that as well, like I want to have like a proper life on the side, you know, to be able to enjoy moments with my friends, to be enjoy moments with my family, wife if it comes along. But I would say just being nice in your life, and you're gonna be nice in your golf course.
Well, time to shift our focus to the final day of the Dormy Open. Conditions had improved, but only enough for the completion of the third round. With the event then reduced to 54 holes, all eyes were on Aaron Zemmer, the Italian leading by one shot with 4 holes remaining, and the chasing pack primed to pounce.
Aaron Zemmer will bogey his first hole since the resumption then. And that means we now have a 7-way tie at 7 under par.
Well, Zemmer would drop another shot on the 16th hole, sliding out of a share of the lead. With the door open, Kruijswijk burst through. He just birdied the 17th to get to 8 under par and emerge as the leading contender.
Jack Kruijswijk's approach into 18. Big splash of water as he makes impact. And what a shot, an absolute stunner. He's just taken a 1-shot lead, and he's got that to move to 9 under. It's a closing 63, and Kruijswijk sets the clubhouse target at 9 under par with only 3 groups left out on the course. Ivan Cantero Gutierrez must hole this. His approach to 18 to deny the man looking on, Jacques Kruijswijk, the title. It's a valiant effort, but a resurgent Jacques Kruijswijk claims the Dormy Open title. Significant putt for Cantero Gutierrez. This birdie would take him alone in second. Oh, but it just slides past. Frustration for the Spaniard as he has to settle for a 4-way tie for second.
So 36-hole leader Ivan Cantero Gutierrez ended in a share of second, with Zemmer a further shot back, tied 6th. But albeit after 54 holes, with a 2-shot triumph and a maiden Challenge Tour title, the silverware this time went to a South African.
From South Africa, Jacques Kruijswijk.
Yeah, it's huge. I mean, any win is always big, but for me to get over the line in Europe has always been a big thing for me. You know, I've had a few wins in South Africa and haven't been able to really get over the line in Europe, like I said. And you know, this means a lot. You know, I've had double knee surgery last year, which has put me back. Obviously, my confidence was at an all-time low the last couple of months here. And to be able to see that the hard work with my team is paying off is unbelievable.
And so to the Road to Majorca rankings. And with Hugo Cousseau sharing second place in Sweden, he moved up 1 spot to second on the rankings too. Jesper Svensson was the only other change in the top 10, just sneaking ahead of Brandon Stone. Ivan Cantero Gutierrez climbed 9 places to cement his position inside the top 20, while Ewan Walker also gained ground, up 1 spot to 14th. Jaco Prinsloo now in the pivotal 20th position. We're now halfway through our time in Sweden. Up next, an hour's drive south for the class of 2023 for the Indoor Golf Group Challenge and the conclusion of our Scandinavian swing. So join us next time as the battle for promotion to the DP World Tour continues.